Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Rwanda, the awakened land of 1,000 hills. Part 1 of 2. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, 'cause we are deleting our planet otherwise.
In the Republic of Rwanda, when you hear the locals say Murakaza neza to you with a friendly smile, know that they are welcoming you in their national language, Kinyarwanda, and you can return their greetings with a smile. I'm Jerome. The caring people of Rwanda salute you for taking good care of yourselves and your loved ones by being vegan and thinking positively. May you receive the ultimate blessing and support from God. Welcome to our show, Rwanda, the awakened land of 1,000 hills, part 1 of 2. Located in the heart of Central Africa, just south of the equator, Rwanda is a landlocked country bordering Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda, and Tanzania. Situated on the far western edge of the Rift Valley, it is mostly covered by beautiful hills and mountains, which is why it's also known as the land of 1,000 hills. In reality, there are 374 named mountains and 185 peaks in the country, with Mount Karisimbi being the highest. Along with its majestic hills, Rwanda also has many rivers and lakes, with the Albertine Rift, montane forests to the west, and plains, swamps, and savannas to the east. Lake Kivu, the largest lake in the country with over 100 kilometers of coastline, is endowed with beautiful inland sandy beaches. Because of its high latitude, the weather in Rwanda is very mild, with little variance in temperature between the seasons. In an effort to protect its natural environment, as well as the numerous wildlife beings who call it home, the government of Rwanda has established 4 national parks and promotes sustainable tourism. Most famous among its wildlife are the mountain gorilla people, the owl-faced monkey people, and the shoe-billed stork people. In November 2011, Akagera National Park welcomed 30 white rhino people that had been transported there by airplane from South Africa as part of a wildlife replenishment program. We hope these precious beings will flourish in their new home. One of the national environmental goals of Rwanda is to become the cleanest country in the world, so the government has implemented various measures, including banning the use of plastic bags, introducing large-scale deforestation and tree planting programs, and investment in green energy production. What's more, with its continuous peacekeeping efforts since 1994, the country has emerged as one of the safest in the world for solo travelers, according to a survey in early 2022. The concept of Umuganda is an important part of Rwanda's culture. Umuganda means coming together for a common purpose in the Kinyarwanda language. It's customary for people to invite family members, friends, and neighbors when they need help on their farm or to complete a major project, such as building or renovating a house. Umuganda is also the name of a monthly community cleanup initiative led by the President, His Excellency Paul Kagame. On the last Saturday of each month, communities across the country work together for 3 hours in the morning to pick up trash and clean the streets. People take this opportunity to work on other constructive projects too, such as public landscaping, repairing buildings, setting up health clinics, or tending to vegetable gardens. The community spirit is also reflected in Umugoroba Ababyeyi, or evening for parents, in which families from the same village sit down together to discuss important domestic issues such as family finances, disputes, childcare, or education. Sometimes children are also invited to participate. Putting their minds together, the villagers find practical solutions to problems which arise in their immediate circles. The platform also provides a support system for the families and has improved their welfare in many ways. The people of Rwanda are committed to providing the best possible education for the young generation. There is an old saying in Rwanda that whoever doesn't talk to the father will not know what the grandfather said. Recognizing the need for ancient wisdom and values to be passed on to future generations, the Minister of Education has launched a program named Indangamirwa, a role model, that helps young people to learn their nation's history, embrace its cultural heritage, and also to forge a vision for a united future. February has been designated as Cultural Month in schools since 2018.
Not killing animals for food prevents bad karma, nurtures our compassion, and sows blessings for humankind. Let's put our love into action in this way for the good of the world. The Venerable Dharma Master Zheng Yen, vegan.
Optimistic viewers will now pause for a moment to hear a brief message. We'll return shortly. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program on the culture of Rwanda. Included in the Indangamirwa or Role Model program is Itorero for both boys and girls, and Urubohero especially for girls. The idea of the Itorero and Urubohero programs was conceived by the first king of Rwanda, His Majesty Gihanga Ngomijana, in pre-colonial times. Itorero was to train boys over 14 years old on how to provide for and guard their homes, as well as to instill patriotism, while Urubohero taught girls the skills needed in the home as well as for craft work such as weaving baskets and mats. In the modern Itorero system, boys and girls both learn the native Kinyarwanda language, social and leadership skills, sports, and traditional songs and dances. In the Urubohero program, girls learn about health and etiquette and further develop their life skills and self-esteem. One participant of Itorero commented,
"For the first time, I have learned to be mentally and physically strong. Itorero is an experience that gets to strengthen the physical and emotional aspects of life. You learn to challenge yourself more."
Another participant said,
"The most important lesson has been discipline. I don't need to be told what to do anymore. I can now take initiatives. I wake up early to do jogging. I know a little bit about the military and the culture too. I know how Rwandans sing and dance. A lot has changed about me so far."
Throughout the past 2 decades, Rwanda has made great gains in gender equality. According to the 2016 Global Gender Gap Report, Rwanda ranked 5th in the Global Index with 86% female labor force participation. In fact, Rwanda was the first country in the world to achieve a female majority in its parliament. The nation achieved another world first at the Africa Cup of Nations or AFCON in Cameroon in January 2021, when then 33-year-old Salima Mukansanga served as a referee at the tournament between Guinea and Zimbabwe. As the BBC News reported, she was the first woman in the world to fulfill this role. The First Lady, Her Excellency Janet Kagame, has long been a promoter of women's rights and gender equality. In her virtual speech for Le Prix Gallienne Afrique 2021, she highlighted the value of women's contributions to science. She said,
"The gift that womanhood offers the community is the antithesis of enmity and death, love and life. For a continent that has been scarred by centuries of oppression but bears the resilience and drive to overcome, these are the energies that must be tapped into.
Giving names to babies is an important ritual in Rwandan culture and is conducted in a ceremony called Kwita Izina. Over the past 15 years, such ceremonies have also been held for baby mountain gorilla people who are listed as an endangered species. Mountain gorilla people can only be found in Congo, Uganda and Rwanda, and there are currently less than 1,000 remaining in the world. To date, about 239 gorilla people have been named through these Kwita Izina ceremonies. Agriculture plays an important role in Rwanda and contributes to 39% of its gross domestic product, 80% of its employment, and 90% of its food. Coffee, pyrethrum, tea, flowers, beans, cassava, bananas, potatoes, rice, wheat, and sugarcane are among the crops which grow well in the country and contribute to Rwanda's economy. With abundant vegetables and fruits, it is very easy for Rwandans to produce healthy vegan food. Traditional Rwandan vegan foods include agatogo, a dish made from tomatoes, onions, peas, and plantains, and served with chapati, flat bread, amaranth green similar to spinach called dodo, ibiharage or fried beans, and ibihaza or beans and pumpkin mix. Matoke or igitoki is also a daily meal in Rwanda and is made from green, unripe plantains. A national favorite is isombe or sombe, which is made from pounded cassava leaves and is sometimes mixed with aubergines, tomatoes, or green leafy vegetables. Another common dish in Rwanda is ugali, which has maize as the main ingredient. It is a staple food in many African countries where it's called different names sometimes, such as nshima or sadza. In 2017, this popular food was added to the UNESCO representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity, one of a few foods in the list. Several vegan restaurants in the capital city Kigali offer traditional Rwandan dishes with modern twists that are both appetizing and visually appealing.
Making war? Congratulations! You've just won a jackpot ticket to eternal hell.
Cheerful viewers, thank you for your company during our program today. Rwanda, the Awakened Land of 1,000 Hills, Part 1 of 2. Please return next Wednesday, June 22nd for Part 2. Up next is Shining World Compassion Award recipients Nguyen Thi Hong, In Chân Tanh Tua An, Vegans, Selfless Devotion for the Elderly in Need. In the love of the Providence, may we all be honorable guests of this planet and respect the spectacular nature around us.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/CTAW.
Nasze programy oferują wiele języków. Prosimy zobaczyć suprememastertv.com/schedule oraz suprememastertv.com/CTAW.